Somebody exposed Julius Malema and said, Julius Malema, where do you belong? Where do you get your bread? Who sends you? Who sends you? And I'm going to tell you why this person is saying that. Because, go big guys, go big. Now, there's also evidence, by the way. So I'm going to present to you evidence after evidence after evidence after evidence. But let's start here. EFF on the 7th, it was on the Monday, 7th of July, 2024, released a statement about the following. They say EFF statement on Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger signing a confederation treaty. EFF had they said what they said, not me. And before you keyboard warriors, you start shooting, you know what I'm saying? Before, please listen to all the evidence. I'm going to play all the evidence. Starting from the person who asked these questions. There's a lady, you know what I'm saying, who asked the question to say, EFF leader, who sent you? Where do you get your money? Because what you said, it's now confusing. It's not what I said. It is what the lady said. Here.
Who does Julius Malema stands for? What does he stand for? Who does he work for? It's shocking. It's shocking. I mean, I remember watching what was happening in Niger. You know, being a South African, I was very much behind them. And I'm very proud as well with what is happening in Burkina Faso. Under the leadership of Ibrahim Traore, he liberated his people in a true sense of liberation as an African leader, requiring no aid or no support from the AU whatsoever. That is what true Pan-Africanist means. Then you cannot be here nor there. You can't be saying something else and acting otherwise. And everybody else we are all expected to be fooled and to be ignorant. We can't all be naive. We are not naive. That statement on its own, do you hear yourself? AU must isolate Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali. No, something is not right here. Let's repeat it.
There was a coup in Mali. There was a coup in Burkina Faso. The continent seems to be regressing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, and that is something that we said the AU should be firm. That such countries which engage in such activities must be isolated. We don't need military to...
Imagine. I leave that one to you, Mzansi, and Africa. Let's just have this discussion. What is the true meaning of a Pan-African? What do we mean when we say we want Africa to be liberated and to start benefiting from its resources? One other thing we need to talk about is, who does Julius Malema really represent? What does he stand for, in a nutshell, as far as this vision is concerned, to liberate Africa? Queen Lebomkize, Mother of the Nation. Shalom, shalom.
Well. You heard it yourself, right? Don't worry. You know what I'm going to do? Let's start here. Me and evidence. Before keyboard warriors comes for me and say, you hate EFF when this keyboard warriors will come for you. The statement that was released, it says the economic freedom fighter EFF, they say, salutes Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger for their decisive move for self-determination in we're still going far now. I'm surprised. Why is this statement? They say the statement read, decisive move in self-determination in signing an alliance of Sahel states, Confederation Treaty. This bold step towards greater integration signifies a monumental shift away from Western control, right? Showcasing their resolve of new and young leaders to rid of their countries of neo-colonialism and reclaim their sovereignty, right? That was a statement from the EFF. And then it continues to say, in recent years, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger have emerged as beacons of resistance against the imperialistic domination. Each nation has bravely navigated military takeovers, rejecting the exploitative structure imposed by former colonial powers and their proxies. The signing of the Confederation Treaty is a clear message to the imperialistic. These nations will not be controlled, and they are forging new political alliances that prioritize development and autonomy of their people. Will continue. Don't worry. You will see now. Now I want to play you the video of Julius Malema speaking about something, and you're gonna tell me what you think. Don't worry, it's not me, right? Yeah. Kusazoshuba. Kuliti. Kumanzi phansi. Julius Malema speaking. He said this.
We as the EFF condemn the military takeover of political power in different parts of African continent. Political power must exclusively be established through free, fair, transparent, and democratic elections, and not through the barrel of a gun. We call on all regional bodies and the African Union to always decisively suppress military takeover of political power in each and every country. The military takeover of Burkina Faso must be suppressed, and the Mali must be forced to transit towards civilian political power as a matter of agency. We are aware that some of these military takeovers are instigated and funded by the colonial forces, particularly France, which continues to micromanage the politics and economies of the countries it colonized. All progressive forces must reject France's interference in the African continent. The EFF in South Africa will therefore, before the end of May 2022, convene International Continental Summit of all EFF-aligned structures all over the continent to talk about progressive socialist agenda for the world ahead, and giving each other practical support towards the establishment of the EFF all over the continent. As EFF structures in the continent, we must support each other and must demand political and economic emancipation in all countries where they have not achieved such.
Okay, asiqhubekeni ke. So nizwele ningathi ngithe nizwele. So asiqhubekeni. The statement continues to say, in recent years, Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger have matched. We've already. Beacon of Hope. Okay, yes. We've already dealt with this one appropriately. Now let's continue. Now, it's yes. In August 2021 in Mali, Colonel Assimi Kota seized the power and established a new era of governance. This was decisive move to end economic tragedy of former colonial rule France. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, superheaded of the government, take over in September 2022, driven by a vision of liberating Burkina Faso from neo-colonial exploitation. Traoré's leadership has been instrumental in reclaiming the national resources and steering it towards self-determination. In Niger, General, I don't know how to pronounce him, Tiani, positioned Niger as a path of independence and resistance against Western exploitation in July 2023, right? Then the letter continues. Now, you guys are your own judges. You're going to tell me, Uguti Bongani, what are we saying about this right? And then it says, Governance Nation Challenge status of the local. Okay, let's continue. It says, The withdrawal from the economic community of the Western state, in January 2024, mark a pivotal moment for these nations, right? This thing is a proxy for Western interest and has been criticized for its local directive dictated by the foreign powers, highlights the necessity of alliance rooted in African solidarity. EFF continues to say the formation of the AES is a powerful statement to the commitment of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger to its sovereignty. Captain Traore stated Westerners consider that we belong to them, and our wealth also belongs to them. This era is gone forever. Our resources will remain for us and our population. Western powers have historically exploited African states, perpetuating and fueling conflict, such as those in DRC and Sudan, to steal resources, leaving Africans in dire poverty with little or no infrastructure and economical development. Hey, this is EFF, guys. We are going through EFF statements. Then they say, as a result, in a resolute revolutionary move, these states have also expelled French troops, companies, and institutions, as well as American naval bases intended for intelligence gathering. This decisive action further cements their determination to break free from foreign military presence and control, demonstrating their commitment to sovereignty and self-determination. And they say, EFF stands in solidarity with the people and leaders of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger on their transformative journey. The Confederation Treaty is not just for a political maneuver; it is a powerful declaration of African independence. These nations are setting a precedent for the rest of Africa, demonstrating that political and economic liberation are achievable in our lifetime, with steadfast, resolute and collective actions. We applaud the leaders for their commitment to their people and their courageous defiance of neo-colonialism. The EFF remains stage early in the fight for economic freedom and self-determination across the continent. Together, we will continue to challenge the remain of colonial exploitation and build an integrated Africa whose vast mineral wealth serves as economic freedom for African child. Hey. Then EFF concluded that by saying, to the African youth from Cape to Cairo, from Morocco to Madagascar, in the diaspora, let us be at the forefront of ridding our continent of all imperialist worshipping leaders. Let us elect and install African leaders guided by Pan-Africanism, and let us work to protect these leaders from Western economic mafias. Okay, so I've done justice in that I've been reading you what the EFF said in their official letter. So this is what the EFF said. But what are we going to take? I don't know. Angifuna comment la. Angifuna ukuthi thula mlomo wami ngizokupha amaswidi. Now, politicians are politicians, guys. That's why they say in politics, there is no permanent enemy. And in politics, there's no permanent friends. You have heard Julius Malema in a video speaking. You have heard the lady in a video speaking. Now it's your chance, as now you have consumed this. Now is your chance to tell me what do you think about what I've just said to you, what I've just played before you, what are the evidence that I've just brought before you? What do you say and what do you think about all of these things? I'm interested to hear your thought and your opinion about everything. So the best way possible for you to do all these things, it's very simple. Get into the comment section below. Write your comment. Tell me what you think. I did not say anything. I did not comment. Angifuni futhi ukucomment ngoba mina ngizoba umuntu omubi. So bazongi-attack, I know. So angifuni ukucomment, ngizosithulela nje. Nina yenzani umsebenzi wenu? Ningitshethini in the comment section below.